Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Zahur Islam Official. Today the topic which I am going to teach, that is the weight variation test for tablets. This is the third one continuation lecture. So in this lecture, let me explain the official limits for the weight variation test which is performed in the quality control department. There are some important points which must be noted here. So according to the USP United States Pharmacopoeia specification, the official limits, look at here, this table, these are the different weights of the tablets. This one is the tablet weight and these are the limits. Look at here. So for example, if the tablet weight is 130 milligram or less than 130 milligram, so the official limits which are specified by the USP United States Pharmacopoeia, that is plus minus 10%. Now, if the weight of the tablet is lie between 130 to 324 milligram, then the official limits for the according to USP, that should be 7.5% plus minus increase or decrease. If the tablet weight is greater than 324 milligram, then the limit for those tablets is plus minus 5%. In the second case, according to the BP, British Pharmacopoeia, the official limits for the tablets. So I mean that we shouldn't exceed it from this value. Mean the deviation shouldn't be increase or decrease from 10%. If the tablet weight is 130 milligram or less than 130 milligram. For example, 128, 127, then the possible limits, that is 10%, mean it shouldn't be deviated from 10%. And the second case, according to the British Pharmacopoeia official limits, the tablet, if the tablet weight is 80 milligram or less than 80 mg, then the possible limits, according to the BP, the official limit is 10%. So that the tablet shouldn't be deviate from 10%. If the weight of the tablet is 80 milligram to 250 milligram, then the possible limits, according to the British Pharmacopoeia, that is plus minus 7.5%, mean that the tablet shouldn't be deviate from 7.5%. You can see the clear difference here. In this case, the tablet weight is 80 milligram or less than, mean 75, 78, 76, while in this case, the tablet weight is from 80 to 250 milligram. So then the limits, that is 7.5%. You can see the weight and then it can be compared to the 250 milligram. So you will see definitely little bit deviations and their limits because they depend upon on the weight of the tablet. So the in third case, if the weight of the tablet is greater than 250 milligram, then less deviation is possible, that is 5% plus minus 5%. So tablet, it shouldn't be deviated from 5%. And third case, so according to the International Pharmacopoeia, That is the official limits for IPR International Pharmacopoeia. If the tablet weight is 80 milligram or less than 80 milligram, then the limits for those tablets is plus minus 10%, while those tablets weight is 80 to 250 milligram, then the limits according to the International Pharmacopoeia, the limits should be 7.5%, mean the tablet shouldn't be deviate from 7.5%. Now, if the tablet weight is greater than 250 milligrams, so definitely then the possible limits are plus minus 5%. Okay, so now come toward the testing procedure, how the weight variation test is performed in the quality control department, and why this test is performed. This is very simple, very easy to understand. The actual procedure which is performed for the weight variations. So why weight variation test is informed? Why the weight variation tests they are usually performed in the quality control departments. So the main objectives of weight variation test is that how much weight that is lost by the tablet with time, as I already mentioned in the table. So first of all, you will have to take 30 tablets were randomly selected for the test. And every tablet in each batch should have uniform weight. For example, if you have selected 30 tablets randomly, so you will have to weight it. So it must be from mean that every tablet in each batch should be a uniform weight. For example, 80 milligram, 78 milligram, or 130 milligram. Then after that, 20 tablets, they are weighed individually. This is the second step which is usually performed in weight variation test. So initially you have take 30 tablets randomly selected for the test, and then secondly the 20 tablets they are weighed individually. The average weight is calculated from the individual weight of all tablets. Individual weight is compared with the average weight. So, how it can be calculated? So, the percentage difference in the weight variation should be with the with the permissible limits. Now, look at this formula. The general formula, the percentage deviation is calculated by using the formula. The percentage weight variation is equal to the individual weight of the tablet. So here you will put the individual weight of the tablet, and then it can be subtracted from the average weight of the tablets. For example, let's suppose if you select 30 tablets or 20 tablets from a batch, so you will have to um, take the average of that tablets. So, for examples, if the individual weight of the tablet is, for example, 123 and 124 milligram, so we'll put it here, and then the average weight is, for example, 100 mg, then it can be divided by the individual weight of the tablet, and then it can be multiplied with the 100. And then you will check that how much percentage, how much weight that is lost by the tablet, especially during this test. You can see here in this experiment, this. Okay, come to all results. These are the results, possible results. Out of 20 tablets, if two tablets deviate from that limit, then the limit perform test for other 10 tablets. It means that in addition, you will took more 10 tablets to perform this test. Out of 20 tablets, if two tablets deviate, the limits perform the test per other 10 tablets. Mean that if an out of 20 tablets, if two tablets they are deviate, then definitely we will perform this test for further for 10 tablets. In case of out of 30 tablets, if more than two tablets they can be deviate, then the limit and the batch passes the test. So this is very clear that in case of out of 20 tablets, if two tablets they are deviate, then the test can be performed for the 10 tablets. While out of 30 tablets, if more than two tablets they are deviate, then the limits, the batch should be passed for the test. Okay, so once again, I'm very thankful to all of my students for watching my lectures. So, inshallah, in my next lecture, I will talk about the friability test, why the friability test is performed. So actually all some of them they are official tests while some of them they are non-official tests which are performed in the quality control department. So it is very important for each and every pharmacy students that you will have to memorize and remember these specifications, the tablet weights and the possible limits. And then in case of BP, British Pharmacopoeia and International Pharmacopoeia, these are the official limits and this is the tablet weight.